My opinion on Ragnick coming in is that it is a good appointment, but I think the fan base is probably getting a little bit like over the top. Like, oh my gosh, he's gonna be amazing. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. We don't know. Ultimately, we actually don't know. Anything could happen. Obviously, I'm hoping that it's amazing and he does a too cool essentially and gets us. We're still in the Champions League, so hopefully he gets us to the final. We win the Champions League. You never know, right? But I think people are getting a bit too overexcited. Like we don't know if he's going to be any good at United. We're just hoping. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bamirich here with another video, and today I'm going to talk about the fixtures from game week 13. Not all the fixtures as always, just a few talking points, and the main talking points obviously, which we'll get into in a moment. But also because there's a quick turnaround between now and the next game week 14, I'm actually going to also cover a few fixtures from the next game week, which is starting tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then after that we've got another fixture pile up on the Saturday and Sunday. So Christmas is really upon us. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's look at the talking points from this game week and also the next game week. So first thing we need to talk about obviously is probably the biggest talking point for me anyway, is that United have announced a new interim manager by the name of Ralf Rangnick. This is a German guy. He has worked with RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, Schalke, Hoffenheim, all these German clubs he's worked at. And I think first of all, it's a good sign. It's a good appointment, right? Because he will be coming in as an interim for 6 months. Hopefully, basically for those that don't know, his pedigree is mainly that he came to he went to RB Leipzig, RB Salzburg, and he made them into the clubs that they are today. And they're competing in the Bundesliga, and I think Salzburg and another one, and they're doing quite well in their leagues, right? And he also did quite well with Schalke and Hoffenheim when he went over there, and he's basically renowned for creating teams, building teams, making them competitive. But then a lot of people were complaining because he doesn't have any pedigree with a big team. Like he has never managed a Bayern Munich, he's never managed Barca, Real Madrid, United, Liverpool, all these big teams. Now, I'm happy that we've brought in an interim manager, and actually what I'm happier with is the fact that they've also agreed that after he's finished doing this interim for 6 months to the end of the season, he's going to be he's going to go up to the board, I guess, and also be in a consultancy role for footballing stuff. So he'll be helping with the decisions when it comes to a new manager, when it comes to players coming in, that kind of stuff, just footballing decisions. And part of the problem with United before was that people that didn't really know football seemed to be making the decisions, and hence the constant issues since we lost Alex Ferguson, right? So anyway, my opinion on Rangnick coming in is that it is a good appointment, but I think the fan base is probably getting a little bit like over the top. Like, oh my gosh, he's going to be amazing. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. We don't know. Ultimately, we actually don't know. Anything could happen. Obviously, I'm hoping that it's amazing and he does a too cool essentially and gets us. We're still in the Champions League, so hopefully he gets us to the final. We win the Champions League. You never know, right? But I think people are getting a bit too overexcited. Like we don't know if he's going to be any good at United. We're just hoping. On the Tuchel note, he also, for more background on him, he is renowned as training, teaching Tuchel and Klopp, and they got their things from their like tactics and way of thinking football wise from him. So it does look good on paper. It does sound good. It sounds great. It sounds like great. We've got amalgamation of Tuchel and Klopp. It's going to be amazing, but we don't know. We just don't know. So my thing is, let's wait and see. I'm hoping for the best. But yes, now going into how we did over the weekend, first game I'm going to look at is the United Chelsea game, or Chelsea United, because we were playing at Stamford Bridge. Now that game finished 1-1. Chelsea, in the first minute, they looked like they're going to score through Callum Hudson-Odoi, and then De Gea saved us as always. Now the game generally was a backs to the wall defending game for United, right? It was basically attack versus defense. Chelsea looked as good as they usually do, but they looked like they lacked something up front, and lo and behold, Lukaku wasn't playing, Havertz wasn't playing. They had to rely on Werner. Werner had the most shots from anyone in that game, not a single one on target. So it just goes to show that really and truly we probably didn't deserve to much from the game, but at the same time, like we did what we needed to do. Like we got a point, and I didn't do a preview, sorry, for this week, but I would have predicted a Chelsea win or at best a draw. I'm happy we got the draw, obviously. Ole got sacked, but his coaches remained. Carrick is now in charge. Why is he making all these changes? Like, why wasn't this done when Ole was here? And Carrick's been here for time. He was here under Mourinho as well. Anyway, long story short, I'm happy that we got a draw. I'm happy we got the point against Chelsea. It's a good point. Chelsea, from the Chelsea point of view, they should have really tried to put us away. They should have won that game. And really, they'd probably be disappointed that they didn't win the game. We really had 2 shots on target. One from Fred at the end of the game, which should have won us the game, actually. And obviously the goal from Sancho. On Sancho, right? Big shout out to Sancho. Like I'm a huge fan of Sancho. And also I'm riding for him a lot this season because one of my boys is not that he doesn't like Sancho. He just thinks that let's wait and see with Sancho, you know what I mean? And he's been kind of going in on him a little bit. But I believe Sancho is gonna be the truth for us, and he's gonna do bits. He's already, if you look at it, right, he's got 2 goals in 2 games now. He did well the game against Watford as well, even though we lost 4-1. I'm thinking Sancho's season has started now, so be prepared, especially now with RANGNICK in charge. Going forward, next game for Chelsea is Watford on Thursday, I think, or Wednesday, and that should be an easy game for them, to be honest. It should be another win. I'm hoping that Watford can get a result. Watford looked good in their game, although they lost, but they looked good. You know, it was again against Leicester. It was back and forth, and then they lost 4-2. But I think Watford have looked pretty decent under Ranieri, actually. So I'm hoping, obviously, they can get a result against Chelsea. You know, it was a quick turnaround from the last game. Who knows? And we've got Arsenal next. United have Arsenal next, and that's on Thursday. Hopefully RANGNICK is in. I think there's some work permit or visa issues at the moment, so they don't know if he's going to be in charge, and it might be Carrick again. But like I said, Carrick's done alright with his 2 games. I mean, I'd rather just RANGNICK in today and get tomorrow when the players are back training and get them ready for the Thursday game. But let's see what happens. I feel like I say that a lot, but I do hope that we can beat Arsenal. Obviously, I hope we can beat Arsenal. I with a passion. I need us to beat Arsenal. Like I can't. One, they're already 6 points or something, 5 points ahead of us. 5 points ahead of us in the league. That can't run. We can't have Arsenal being ahead of us in the league. Arsenal fans like talking, so I need United to beat Arsenal on Thursday. And I'm gonna talk big. If we lose, I'm gonna go silent. But no, I just need us to win that game. I don't care how we win it. If it's a own goal win, if it's a 1-0, whatever. We just need to beat Arsenal, right? So maybe to give you a few more stats on that game, really and truly, I shouldn't be any type of confident because Arsenal are in pretty good form. They've only lost 1 game in 5 fixtures, and that was against Liverpool. Who doesn't lose against Liverpool? They lost 4-0 to Liverpool. I'm just putting it out there because at least they've lost a game. On the other hand, on the flip side, we haven't won any games other than that Spurs game where we won 3-0 in the last 5 games. So on form, you'd be saying that it's probably an Arsenal win. But like I said, I don't care how we win that game. We just have to win it. United have to win that game. I don't care. I don't want to see Arsenal. I don't want to hear nothing from Arsenal fans. We have to win that game. So that's United. Got a new manager. Drew Chelsea, surprisingly, and we're looking at facing Arsenal next week or this week again on Thursday. Chelsea should have beaten us realistically. They've got Watford next. They'll win that game, but hopefully they don't. Another quick game that we can quickly talk about is the Liverpool Southampton game. They face Southampton, and the reason I'm mentioning this is because Liverpool looked absolutely ridiculous as always. They won 4-0. And Jota got 2 goals, Salah got his customer assist, Trent got his customer assist. These guys are just inevitable. On the FPL point of view, right, Fantasy Premier League, if you don't have Trent, I said this last week, probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I say it all the time, get him in your team. If you don't have Salah, you might as well just... like people don't like saying somebody's essential on Fantasy Premier League, but Salah is essential. You have to have him in your team. We're going to have to decide when what you're going to do when the African Cup of Nations starts in January, I think it is, and he goes off to that. Then maybe you're going to have to get rid of him, or hope Egypt get knocked out real quick and he just comes back. But while he's fit, while he's here, you have to have Salah. Another person that I'm considering, well, not even considering, that I'm thinking you probably have to have is Diogo Jota. Like I said, he got 2 goals in this game, and his stats wise, yeah, the only reason that like people don't usually have him all the time in their teams is because he, the front three of Liverpool is usually Firmino, Mane, and Salah, right? But with Firmino injured at the moment, there's no reason not to have Jota in your team. His stats are basically matching up to Salah all the time. That's the goals per minute, goals involvement per 90 minutes. Sorry, is ridiculous. So yes, get Jota in your team. My change this week is literally like from yesterday night after the game's finished. I was like, you know what, I need to bring Jota into my team. So I've taken a -4 and I've just done it because the game's literally next game's tomorrow. So the deadline's tomorrow. So I need to be real quick about it. So that's the Liverpool game. Very easy for them. But next they've got Everton next. It's the Merseyside derby, right? And once again, Everton haven't looked that good. I think they lost 1-0. I know they lost 1-0 to who were they facing? 1-0 to Brentford. They lost to, and Southampton, Southampton have Leicester next. So another good fixture. I don't know. I think Leicester will probably win that Southampton game. Southampton game. But the Liverpool, the Merseyside derby now. Klopp has said that he doesn't like it because he just wants to play football. He doesn't want to be fighting or whatever. I'm hoping once again, like with the Chelsea game, I'm hoping that Everton can get a result. The reason I'm hoping for this is because obviously, like I said, United have got a new manager, and I want us to start climbing this table because we're in 8th. We're looking dreadful. We're looking bereft. We're looking like we're just adrift. We need some luck by the other big teams losing some games, dropping some points here and there, and us start picking up some points. We've got a good run of fixtures going forward. I know I'm talking about United again now, but we've got a good run of fixtures going forward, and I just need us to do some bits going forward, right? I need us to start climbing this table. I'm not saying that we're going to win the league, or I'm not even hoping for that at the moment. All I'm hoping for really is to just get back on form, get back solidly into that top 4, and let's see how it goes. Final point that I'd really want to mention for this game week 13 was that obviously the Spurs and Burnley game was postponed. From an FPL perspective, quite annoying because I had Harry Kane ready to play and get me some points. I did dreadfully in FPL this week. Maybe I'll do an FPL video. If not, I just know I didn't do that well this week. I'll do one at the end of the week when this game week is also done. But yeah, Spurs game was cancelled. That means it's going to be rescheduled for another game week at some point, which means Spurs will have a double game week. It probably won't be anytime soon. It'll be, it probably won't be before Christmas because we've got so many games before the Christmas, during the Christmas period. It probably will be in 2022 at some point, maybe February or something, if Spurs don't make it into like competitions. So just bear that in mind. It doesn't really make a difference, really, right? Like I said, right now, but just bear it in mind if you want to use your wildcard later down the line. Spurs might have a double game week. Other than that, those are the talking points, from this game week. Thanks for watching the video as always. I will be back hopefully this week with another video on the following this game week 14 that's happening Tuesday, Wednesday. All the games are on Amazon Prime for those that have Amazon Prime, so you can actually watch all the games for once. And Amazon Prime coverage is actually really quite good. This is not an ad. This is not some sort of ad. But Amazon, let me know if you want me to be. I don't mind. But yeah, so thanks for watching the video again, and see you on the next one. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the video on your socials as well.